Minasan konnichiwa und willkommen. And today is another review. But this time we're going to take a look at another fantastic childhood classic. And that's Oxtails, known in Japan as Gera Gera Bosso Monogatari. In Italy it is known as Fantazu. And in the Netherlands it is known as Bos. Right now we're just going to focus on the English dubbed episodes, which are Under the Weather, A Cheesy Situation, and the one when Ollie tries to sleep. In Under the Weather, Ollie Ox and Jack Turtleson, both voiced by A.J. Henderson, thought of a great scheme to get people to buy sweet beet treats. But of course, those plans would not fall into place, because a mole keeps eating the profits. And believe me, dude, I've seen this cartoon before. And then we see Ollie and Jack wanting to get in the popcorn business. So they make a shit ton of popcorn. And then we see Ollie Ox and Jack Turtleson obviously put straws in the tomatoes. This kind of reminds me of an episode of I Love Juicy. And yes, the show does have a sarcastic toucan narrating this shit. And then we get probably one of the worst heat waves of the year. And of course, all the vegetables get ruined because of that heat wave. We'll take this water back to the crops and try and cool them down a little bit. It may not be pretty, but hey, it's cheaper than plumbing. Ooh, it's hot. Then we actually see a rainstorm, which of course goes all over the place. It must be raining cats and dogs. I think I stepped into a pool. And of course, the farm animals didn't like living in a water life. And then we see the flood go back to wherever it came from, leaving Ollie and Jack up a tree. Then we see the plants all beautifully furbished again. Believe me, dude, I've seen this cartoon before. Now let's talk about A Cheesy Situation. Ollie wanted to eat all of his Swiss cheese, but of course he found mice inside of it. Huh? Who could be inside my cheese? Oh, hey, go, we've been spotted. Oh, who invited you? Hey, take it easy. Look, pal, when I try and want to make and eat them, I plan to eat it myself. I don't need your help. What's the big idea? Ooh, ow, ow. Think you're so clever, you finger-chomping chase thief? That's right, the mice ended up eating all of Ollie's cheese. Or queso if you live in Spain or Latin America. And then we see Ollie try and whack the mice, but he accidentally whacked Jack Turtleson instead. And believe me, dude, I've seen this cartoon before. So Ollie thought about getting a cat, or a gato. But not everything has its advantages. And then we fast forward to the end of the cartoon, which Ollie decided to make another batch of cheese. For the cheese, he should have made mozzarella or provolone. That's what I would have done. And of course we see Morris eat a slice of cheese. And then we'll talk about the last episode for this review. Because in the episode, we see Jack Turtleson stacking a pile of food onto the floor. And then Ollie gets a little tired for some reason. So Ollie decided to start counting sheep with the numbers appearing on the screen. I believe they were like a whitish blue or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the episode in 16 years, since 1999. I was only 10 years old at the time. And then in a dream sequence, we actually see Ollie Ox just reach for the moon and actually eat the motherfucker. I'm not kidding. He actually eats the goddamn thing. And then by the next morning, we see the rooster doing his usual wake up call. His usual cock-a-doodle-doo. But that cock-a-doodle-doo was so loud that it caused a massive, big-ass earthquake, destroying the house in the process, with Ollie Ox and Jack Turtleson still in it. And I tell you, that was obviously a clever idea on Saban's part. Because I do remember watching the cartoon back in 1993 during CBS's Stereo Sound era. Okay, how do I rate Oxtails? Well, it's a great cartoon for your kids, or if you're an adult like me who want to go back and watch the cartoons again. I give it a perfect score, a 10 out of 10, 5 stars out of 5, 2 thumbs up. Well, that should be it for the video for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, and as always, amigos, au revoir und auf Wiedersehen.